Hey everybody, welcome to Review Time with iSlip. I am iSlip, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers, starting in 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, welcome to Review Time with iSlip. I am iSlip, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio series, movie, I don't remember which number it is, Jazz. Now, I don't have the packaging for this guy anymore. I don't keep the packaging. I'm not interested in the backdrop. It comes with a backdrop, and that's all cool and everything. Liberty City, was it? I forgot what city it was from the first movie. It's in there. He comes with it. That's your cup of tea. Kudos. For me, not so. I get rid of it because I don't have space for that stuff. I do not have space for that stuff. This is my room. This is my room. It's very small, so I do not have space for that stuff. So that said, let's go on with the video. Here is Jazz in his Solstice mode. His a Pontiac Solstice, and I'm gonna get this right out the bat. You can see that my Jazz is holding together really well. I'm gonna tell you something. I had this guy for over a month, and I didn't review him because I could not get this guy to close up. There were huge gaps. Like, there's slight gaps now, but there were huge unacceptable gaps, which made me hate this figure. It made me sad that I got this figure. I was very upset. Then I watched a bunch of videos, and pretty much everybody had the same issue. But I watched Pia's video, and in it he had the same issues, but he jump cut something in it because somebody on Twitter, and I don't remember if he named who it was. I don't think he did. But somebody on Twitter told him about this little peg, and I'll show you this little peg in a little bit, that everybody was missing, and because we were missing the peg, nothing was fitting correctly, and that's why we were getting the gaps. Once you know about the peg, and once you fit everything in the peg properly, it magically closes up. It looks great. This is weapon storage. We'll take that off. We don't need it. It sucks, but yeah, it looks really nice now. I mean, there's still some slight gap issues. You can see a little bit more of a gap there than I would like, but honestly though, that's a lot better than the gap issues I was having before. If I'm honest with you, it was looking. Let me see if I can replicate the gap issues. If I can get these out, and it was like this, and you couldn't get it past, it was horrible. It was like big gaps, and you push it in, it would pop back out, and this was all, it looked like this. This is what it looked like, and it was horrible because I didn't know that there was a peg under the hood, and there was a peg hole under the hood that you have to peg a peg into. Or is it a peg under the... We'll find out in a second. Let's see if I can get for size comparison. He's pretty small. For size comparison, here is the Studio Series Camaro Bumblebee, and you can see he is... I don't know if that's proper scale. He's pretty long. He's pretty... Well, a Solstice is actually pretty... Oh, let me get this side back in. A Solstice is actually a pretty small car in comparison, so I mean, I guess that is about right. Here is a deluxe size figure. We'll go ahead and stick him on there carefully so you can see he's pretty small. He's a pretty small figure. So here's with I think this was Age of Extinction, or it was Revenge of the Fallen. I forget which one. Bumblebee, and you can see he is minute compared to... He is really the opposite. He's just so tiny. So, and in robot mode, he's really tiny too, which is what we're gonna go to right now. Let's see if I can do this on camera without screwing up too much. Give me a moment, my old bones. I need to get down. Here we are down, and let's turn this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get these pieces and try to wedge them out, get them out a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. We're going to get these bits. These come out. These form the legs. These form the legs. We can get this stuff here and wiggle it out. Come on, out. There we go. Out and out of the way. Out and out of the way. We'll just do that like that for now. And now this is where I'm going to show you the peg that I was talking about. I'm going to try to anyway. We'll move this here. If you look, yeah, there it is. If you look, that peg right there, my fingers touching, goes into a hole here. I didn't know that, so I'm over here trying to get this to fit together, and it's not fitting together because I didn't know about that peg hole. So let's see what happens if I try to put this together without putting everything in its proper spot. Okay. Because I don't know about the peg, see? I don't know about the peg, and nothing's pegging together the way it's supposed to. It's still popping out. Now, if I get everything lined up and put into that peg, get that out of the way. It's easier if you bend his legs like this and then get the peg in and then bring the legs back like so. Get that in there, and then bring the arms and wedge them into their proper spots. Okay, there we go. And you can already see that it's starting to peg together a whole lot better than if I would have just left it. There we go. It's not a fun toy to transform, I'll be honest with you. It really is not. I mean, there's worse toys that are like the Human Alliance version, which I have, which I would love to compare, but it is one of those movie 2 beasts. So yeah, you can see everything fits together. I got that slight gap in the front, but that's about it. Everything else fits together pretty nicely. So popping these bits out seems to help get everything else out a little bit better. So we'll just do that first, even though we put that in before we took the arms and put those in. So get those all out of the way. We're gonna go ahead and get that and detach that from the peg, and then this unfolds itself like so, and then we're gonna rotate this piece here like so. This comes over, and it I don't know if you can see it, but there's like slight notches that fit into little, like, it's notched out here, it's notched in there, and you just kind of put that on there, and it holds pretty good. It holds pretty good. So you do that. You take these bits and you're gonna fold them up like so, and they, whoops, I believe they are supposed to sort of tab in. Whoops, that came right off. And like that, and then this goes like that, and this goes like, oh, I don't have this where it's supposed to be. Come here. Gotta make sure I get that. You gotta, it's a double bend here, so you gotta get this first bend first and then the second one. And my room is just falling apart on me. Okay, so it looks like this. You've got the feet almost done. Now you gotta pull out the heels. Again, not spurs. Not spurs. He's not spurring anything on. It's just the heel. All right, so you take, after you've got the legs done, these are the legs done, you take this piece, you're gonna pull it out and rotate it just the same you did as at Human Alliance. Jazz did the exact same thing. Bring the arms down, bring them down. You just kind of pull them out there on a ball peg and some kind of joint. I don't know. I forget. I'm old. Fold out the little hands. Bring this piece here. Bring that over. Bring this down on the back, and then pull out the head. Now, I turned the head backwards to fold it and put it in there, because if you fold it in with the face looking down, you're going to have a really hard time getting it out. It's just much easier if you just do this. A tiny bit sticks out, but it doesn't actually get in the way of anything. So yeah, pull it out, and there you have your little Jazzerino. And I keep feeling like these are supposed to clip in. Yeah, these do clip in. They do clip in right there. See that little, right there, there's a little bit of a raised area, and that's supposed to clip in there. There we go. It kind of clips in. It slides in. It doesn't snap in on that side, and then, but now it's in there pretty good. And yeah, there you have your Jazz, and he's pretty good, and he has he has a nice presence about him. It would have been cool if there was a way that you could separate this part so you can reenact the scene where in the first movie rips him apart. I personally, I like the look of Jazz. I didn't like his portrayal in the movie. I thought it was dumb and horrible. So, but yeah, so let's go ahead and go over the articulation. His head is on a bit of a ball, so he can look slightly up. He can rotate 360. His face does not come off. His visor does not come off. So that's fine with me, because I don't know if he ever took his visor off in the movie. I know it's a feature with the Human Alliance, but in G1 his visor was always down, so I don't mind that. Rotation here at the shoulder, 360. He's got kind of butterfly joint. I guess that's what it's called. And you can use that to get more poses. He's got a double elbow. His hands can go up and down due to transformation. Let's see. There's no waist. No waist. Everything is locked into position. Am I right or am I wrong? Yeah, I'm right. The way it's molded, there's no waist. Legs go forward, and they go that far back because of all the back kibble. But if you move the back kibble, his legs go way back. He's got a pretty good knee. That's an L bend, because I can't remember if it's 45 or 90 degrees. I think it's 90 degrees, but he's got an L bend, and he does have like an ankle rocker up here, so you can give him an A stance or whatever, I'm gonna explode, I don't know. So there's that. His weapon, you can take his weapon and fold it out this way, and whoops, shoot. There is a peg here, so you can peg this into his hand here if you want to do that. If you want to make it look like his hand's automorph, you can fold the fist in like you're transforming it, and there's a little rectangular notch or peg here, goes into this rectangular hole here. So then, instead of him holding a gun, it looks like his arm transformed into the gun shield thing. So, there's that. That's pretty cool. He's still a small figure. Let me get him standing up, and let me get, hold on a second. Gotta turn around carefully. Here we have a current deluxe size figure. You can see that he is pretty much a scout class figure. He's barely taller than a Cyberverse figure. Let's see if I can get a Cyberverse figure. Well, the Cyberverse figures are about to. Yeah, let's go ahead and get Cyberverse Optimus Prime there, and you can see he is not that much bigger. He really is not that much bigger. So, but he was a small bot in the movie. Like Megatron got a hold of him and ripped him in half. Like he looked like he was holding a 5-year-old or something. It was ridiculous. So yeah, there's that. This guy is pretty cool. Now, once you know his secret, once you know about that little peg, which I don't remember the instruction booklets mentioning the peg. It may have, but I don't remember. And it can't be that every single reviewer missed that peg, because I've seen a bunch of reviewers just trying to find out a way to get this guy pegged better. And every single one of them had an issue. And if it wasn't for that person on Twitter who told Piaw how to do it, and I hadn't watched Piaw's video in desperation trying to find a way to make this thing work, this thing would have probably, I would have never transformed him. I would have been so upset. I wouldn't have smashed him like I did with Sideswipe. That was a one-time deal. That Sideswipe made me so damn angry. Like, I don't know that I've ever been that angry at a transforming figure before in my life. I've never intentionally smashed and broken and then thrown out a figure, even if it was bad. Like, I've still got Revenge of the Fallen Soundwave, who turns into that quote-unquote satellite thing. I still have that piece of crap. But the Sideswipe just made me so angry. It did. Anyway, this guy is a pretty damn awesome figure. Just remember about the peg and you're golden. He looks great. The paintwork is amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Let me see if I can get... I'm going to see if I can get... let me see if I can get... what do you call it? Human Alliance Jazz out. He's all the way back there. Shoot. I'm going to have to redo my whole shelves because my shelves are packed. So if I move one figure out from the back somewhere, it affects all of the figures. Alright, here we go. Here's Human Alliance Jazz. Let's go back. Let's move this back. And you can see a lot of the parallels. And Human Alliance Jazz has he has the motorcycle that transforms into his weapon, which was pretty cool for the time. Whatever. He's a great Jazz, but he's not fun to play with. He's not fun to transform. Not at all. He is not. But he's still pretty damn cool. And I like that. And they both have... the paint jobs are similar. This silver is darker than this silver. This silver is a much brighter silver. This one's a darker silver. I'm not sure which silver I actually prefer, if I'm honest with you. But I'll tell you what, though, I love both these figures, and I think this Jazz looks even more amazing than this Jazz did, and I thought this Jazz was pretty amazing, especially because you could transform him into a car that you could fit a person in it. But this guy is he's just even more amazing than this guy, and a lot more fun to transform. So that said, I'm Iced-Up. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's take a look at the gun. The gun is like almost the size of that Jazz. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. I got this at Walmart for $19.99. I know that a lot of bots in Walmart are starting to go on sale, like the G1 classic figures are starting to go on sale. The Power of the Primes figures that are there are on sale. Even the Cyberverse figures are starting to go on sale. I don't know if the Studio Series is going on sale yet. They should, because that guy should not have been $20. He's great, but he should not have been $20. That said, though, he's still a freaking awesome figure, and if you can score yourself a Jazz, I say get one. I say get one, because he's awesome. That said, I'm Iced-Up. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and ciao.